you didn't forget about me. It's the return of a real MC. Microphone control, I flip like roll.
What's going on, people? It's Influence again. I'm gonna do a little review on the Akai MPC Studio. I know if you guys are, this is actually Studio Black, which is basically the studio, but it's got a little bit of tweaks. From my understanding, the hardware is the same as the regular studio, so you may even be able to get the regular studio cheaper. I don't know, but I'll put the link in the description for both on Amazon, which is where this was bought from. It was actually a gift, so I just got it Christmas. Happy holidays to everyone. But yeah, if you're familiar with the MPC, I've made my first beat, and I just got it all hooked up yesterday. So I mean, you know, the learning curve was really easy to get past, especially if you were already familiar with the MPC. So first is the book. Important safety instructions and warranty. You know, of course, I haven't looked at that yet. You got a basic guide that goes through all your basic settings and things of that nature. Advanced guide goes through some other stuff. Got your instruction book. If you're familiar with MPC, you know it's in like 15 languages. I don't know what those languages are, but English is in the front, so that's great. I haven't looked at that either. You get this nice carrying case, which it has some Akai branding on it. Akai Professional, I should say. What do I have in here? Oh, I have see this case. This is a nice case. Very soft, nice travel case, because this is all about portability. You get this, which is a MIDI jack to your mini, which is great because it's a mini, and again, it's portability. It's thin. If they had a full MIDI jack on there, you know it wouldn't be as thin as it is. So that's great. The other one, you get two of those because they have an in and an out. The other one is hooked up. It's on my workstation. So yeah, so this is the actual MPC Studio Black. From my understanding, if you look at the profile, it's very thin, but what they changed from the regular studio is this actually, I think, is the knob from the Renaissance, and they changed these knobs. They're better. Before it was a little flatter, sort of like a scroll wheel. These are touch sensitive too. Like all you have to do is touch them when they're hooked up to the software, and it registers. Let me show you the ports. Very simple. No other ports. This is actually a place to lock it. Put your electronics lock on, so you can lock it to your workstation. But this is it. You got the MIDI in and out. You got the USB and the power button, and it's powered by USB. So this is not a standalone unit. I know some people ask, can you use it as a standalone unit? And you have to have it hooked up to a computer and software. So here's the box. Actually, I wasn't going to actually unbox it, but nice box. So yeah, basically, if you're an MPC user, the actual software is nice. I'm an MPC user. I've been using MPC since the MPC 2000. I actually used the 1000 heavy and made some beats. That was on my album Focus. Make sure you check that out when you have time. I'll leave a link in the description for that also. But yeah, I think I did 2 beats off of that with the 1000. But yeah, I used the 1000 heavy. I made a lot of beats with the 1000. But I sold my 1000 because I I started getting into Reason and some other stuff, other just straight computer based production. And I don't know, I didn't like it too much, so I wanted some more, I wanted something else, some more, something more tactile. The MPC I'm familiar with, so I saw the studio. The workflow of the studio is, especially after using a standalone MPC, when you start using the studio software, it's freaking amazing. I mean, for somebody that uses straight computer-based production, it might not blow you away, but for somebody that's coming from straight standalone, mostly, I mean, like I said, I did Reason, I did a few others. I use Sonar really for the bulk of my recording, so I use that sometimes. But making beats was straight standalone machine, and it was, I don't know, the workflow is just amazing, because with a standalone machine you got to do everything on the screen, on the little LCD, and as you see, I know the 1000, the LCD wasn't any bigger than this. It's about the same. I know the Renaissance got a little bigger LCD with the flip up. I think that is a standalone MPC, but that I think they use this software too. Don't quote me. You can let me know in the comments. But it is just the workflow. I mean, the drag and drop. Like, you can drag in the software. You can drag and drop anything, any MP3, a wave, almost every file format. You can just drag and drop straight to the pad if you want, and it's so quick. Like, it's so much. I ain't even gonna say easier, because you still need the skills to do it, but it's so much, like, that mundane stuff is so easy to cut samples and chop samples. It's just, as you can see, it's just, the workflow is just amazing. So that's my review. I would recommend this. I looked at some reviews online. Now, with reviews, you got to take it at a grain of salt, because a lot of 50% of the negative reviews are user error. So you always got to look at that. A lot of negative reviews, and if you see a lot of negative reviews, a lot of times, people don't usually post positive reviews. Like, a lot of people aren't coming online just to post a positive review, but they will come online just to post a negative review. I don't, I mean, it's the world. But yeah, you got to look at the negative reviews with a grain of salt, because I saw a lot about the software, about the workflow, and I haven't had any issues. I followed everything I was supposed to, all my knowledge that I already had previously. I mean, I got it started, and once I got past some hiccups, like with the serial and all that stuff. Like, you gotta make sure, that's one tip for Akai people, with your serial number when you register online. Make sure in the program, when you're hooking up your MPC, you're registering with the same, like, you gotta have the same exact name, same address, all that stuff, because it's tied to your serial number. So, they're trying to fight piracy, which is understandable. Well, I think that's gonna end my review. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you feel like it. I'll get back with you. Peace.